It's been weeks since I've written anything, months since I remembered my last inspiration, years since I was constantly inspired, and honestly, I don't know what to do without any inspiration, but I know that at least you can't replace the numbers counting down until your last breath. And I know it might seem a little vague, but back when I was younger, I would have sworn I could have died so many days in a row. I remember the pain from the lack of air, the way my vision was darkening, and then my hand came off the grip of the belt, and suddenly I was gasping. Gasping for air, gasping for inspiration. When I was in the 2nd grade, I tried to kill myself. The inspiration found me not long after. My mother was diagnosed with cancer, and I remember gasping. Gasping for hope. Gasping for inspiration. When I was in the 7th grade, I almost tried to kill myself. I remember bawling with a bottle of pills in my hand, gasping. Gasping. When I was in the 8th grade, I developed Ednos. I remember gasping for skinny, gasping for perfect, gasping to be everything they wanted me to be. It hasn't gotten extreme yet. When I was in my freshman year, I got the cops called on me 4 times. I stopped questioning who are they, and more, what have I done this time? I got called to the principal office 5 times, labeled as a bully for getting revenge on my abusers. I don't regret it. Not really. I remember regretting it in the moment because it was on school property, and I remember that it was one of the few promises I've broken. But I don't regret breaking it. I don't regret trying to fight for my life. I do not regret trying to fight for my safety. I do not regret fighting for another person who just left me anyways. In my freshman year, I became the very thing I didn't want to become. Now, in 10th grade, I am crying on the floor of an unfamiliar room because I am no longer cold. I am no longer fighting to survive, nor am I. Now I am fighting for thriving, and part of me doesn't want to thrive. A lot of me doesn't want to survive. Now, in my sophomore year, I gasp. I gasp because I'm constantly finding the counter in my head. Tick, tick, tick. It counts down and up simultaneously, the time until I die. And I gasp.